Get ready to break the bank.
Hang on for the loop.
4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I'm Ricky.
I'm Christina.
And it's time to have a little chat about money.
Yeah, okay, isn't money bad? Like, it's the root of all evil.
Yeah, and doesn't being generous mean you have to give all your money away?
Ricky, did you ever have an allowance when you were younger?
No.
Oh, really? No, neither did I. I had to work for my money. We had to stack wood, and I got $5 for it maybe or something like that. And then I would clean the house every week, got $5. And then I got older, and my younger sister starts cleaning the house, $10. Inflation.
Because I didn't really have an allowance, I didn't really have, I had birthday money. I would be getting some money for birthday stuff.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't think I really thought about money a ton other than just saving. Now we know that generosity isn't all about money.
But managing money is something we should talk about.
Who could we turn to? If answers were money, this guy would be a quazillionaire.
It's Quizman!
It's Quizman!
Yeah!
Cha-ching! The buck stops here. Time for the quiz thing. Gold, hard, cash. I mean, when you think about it, it's really just paper, but it's a good thing we have it. Before money, people had to barter like this. Hey, can I give you a full rat bag for that full bag of beans? A full rat bag? That's a barter bargain. Here you go. Hey, this is only a half-full rat bag. This was not a fair exchange of rats and beans. The problem was determining a fair value. We needed something that we could all agree could be exchanged for goods and services. So the solution was money. And I mean actual paper money. I'm not just saying the solution was money. That was so money. I'm saying we needed money. I'm saying that solution was paper dollar bills. Which one of these historical mega all-stars was instrumental in designing the first colonial money? Was it A, Benjamin Franklin, B, George Washington, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, Aaron Burr? It wasn't Mr. Aaron Burr, sir. You guys only know these names because of Hamilton. I'm just pointing that out. If you said A, you get an A+. Mr. Penny saved is a penny earned. Benjamin Franklin was the first person to print colonial money. And he put all kinds of phrases and pictures on the money so that you might actually learn something when you're inspecting those dollar bills to make sure that they're actually real. He wanted money to, quote, make an impression on the mind. And those colonial dollar bills, the denominations were all over the place. There was an $80 bill and a $6 bill with a picture of a beaver on it. I know this one's not fake because it's got the picture of a beaver on it. Speaking of forgotten denominations, which of these coins never existed in American currency? Was it A, the half penny, B, the half dime, C, the trime, or D, the 30-cent piece? If you said C, the trime actually existed. Look it up. It's a 3-cent dime. It's a real thing. I wish we still had the trime. That sounds pretty cool. Hey, man. You got any trimes? I'm trying to get a soda. No, actually, it's D. It's the 30-cent piece. I made that one up. Back in the day, colonial money was weird and wonderful. Back then, you could get a full rat bag for only 5 trimes. You know, today, we're so used to the way our money works, we rarely stop to think about what's actually on it or how much it's actually worth. Jesus knew that money was going to make an impression on our minds. So he determined where you could add the most value with your giving. Let's say you get some money. You're probably going to spend some of it. That's cool. And I know you're going to save some of it because that's really smart. But the first thing you're going to do, because you live a life of generosity, is you're going to look for an opportunity to give some of it away. That's where Jesus said we should start with our tithes and our offerings. Oh man, we've all heard this before. What does tithe mean? Come on, shout it out. 10%. We already know this, right? We hear this all the time. It's 10%. A tithe is giving back to God 10% of what he gave to us. And then an offering is anything above and beyond that. As you plan to be generous, Jesus told us who we should give our money to. He said we should focus our giving on people with needs and people sowing seeds. People with needs are orphans, widows, people dealing with poverty or food scarcity. And then people sowing seeds are people in the local church and missionaries. Do you have any idea how much the world can change when you give to people with needs and people sowing seeds? You're participating in the restoration of the world. Your giving is a chance to put the world back to the way that God intended it. You're adding value. So look for ways to be generous. Start with 10%, but don't stop there. Make an impression on some minds by living a generous, generous life.
I'm the quiz man. Goodbye.
Ah, that's a helpful tip.
Yeah, I should put my rats in bags.
What?
Mystery hand! All right, it's time to break the bank. Each of you will get $100 to spend. Hot dog. Under each sheet is a bank that you must break open to get your payout.
Oh.
Choose a bank, and before you reveal what you must break open, pay your collateral bid on which step you'll pay to stand on to drop your bank. If you fail to break your bank, you may pay $10 to go again. The winner is the person with the most money at the end,
Okay.
which isn't a commentary on what we are all striving for in life. It's just how this particular game is played. Like, life is more than money. And like Monopoly, this is just for fun.
I love to play Monopoly.
I don't. So we have our money, and now we are going to pay the amount for the whatever step that we're going to stand on. Christina, you go first. Which one are you
Okay,
going to
I
pick?
want the 50 because I'm a short one.
Okay, so you're going to get a 50 step?
Yes.
I'm going to go with 30, which means I'll stand on that step.
All right.
And now it's time for us to pick our bank.
All right.
Let's pick that bank!
I take this one.
Okay, and I will pick this one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a cute little slot.
Oh my heavens! Oh, it's a bank of
Oh.
Legos.
It's a Lego bank.
I'm gonna win.
All right, so if we break the bank, this is how much money that we will get from the bank. So if I break this,
Aw.
I'll get $10.
Oh, this
if
is
you
gonna
break
be so
that,
hard to
you get
break.
20. Well, you picked a good height.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, go first.
Save, spend, share. I love that. That was a good one. Okay. Ooh, Ricky, I'm going down.
Actually, the bank is the thing that's going down.
Yeah, okay. All right, ready?
Break the bank. Break
Okay.
the
All
bank.
right. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, that's a pretty broken
That was
bank.
a good broke bank.
That's a pretty broken
Look at
bank.
it, still spinning. Do all of the pieces have to break? I think that was pretty broken.
Okay, that's pretty good. I am going to go take a step
Ooh,
on
this is gonna be
30.
fun.
This is a nice little sloth. Can you see it?
He's gonna break like nobody's business.
That's right. He's in the business of nobody's
This
business.
one's great. Oh wait, hang on, Ricky. I'm gonna just clear this.
Are you ready?
Ready? Break it! Break the bank! Break the bank! Break it. Oh, buddy, I'm scared. That was good. It's a great break.
Thanks. I'm going to come down.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. This is what I
So
spent.
I spent 30.
I spent,
Then I get 10.
and then I get 7.
So you got 70. I got 80.
Being a cheerful giver starts with our heart. Our heart posture towards giving should always be focused on giving what we're able to give and giving with a positive attitude. We should never feel pressured or required to give, but think of it like this. Giving is a way to give back. Because God has blessed us with so much, we in turn are able to share our blessings with others. But what does that look like?
I remember when I was in middle school, my parents gave me an allowance. My dad taught me the importance of giving through the visual of 3 different envelopes. The first 10% of my allowance would go towards giving back to God. The second envelope would be 10% for savings, and the rest of my allowance would go towards spending. As we know, 10% of whatever we make that we give back to God is known as the tithe, and anything above or beyond that 10% is giving. Because of the envelope method, I was able to exercise generosity by not only setting money aside to tithe or giving back to God in that way, but I could add more than 10% to the giving envelope to give back to my community or certain causes or organizations that I wanted to help. 2 Corinthians 9:7 says each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver.
But maybe you don't have an allowance. That's okay. God is not after your money, He's after your heart. Being a cheerful giver does not mean just giving financially.
Think about it like this. In John chapter 6, Jesus was teaching a large crowd of 5,000 people. The people were hungry, and the disciples asked Jesus how they were going to be able to feed all these people. when a young boy spoke up and gave Jesus 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. He gave Jesus what he had. He didn't have money to give, but he did have food. And because of that boy's generous heart and his willingness to meet a physical need for God's people, God used it and multiplied it in order to do a miraculous work in feeding the entire crowd of 5,000 people.
Ultimately, when you're giving with a cheerful heart, whether that be your money, your time, or even something physical like clothing, you are showing others what it looks like to be a follower of Christ.
Round 2! Do you want to choose a different rung? Do you want to stay at 50?
I'm gonna go 30.
30?
Yes, going for 30, Ricky.
I'm going to go 1 level higher. I'm going to go to 40. You want to choose your bank?
Want that one?
You want the tall one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with this one.
Yay!
All right.
There's
here we
more
go.
momentum.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
What in the
Bro.
world is this?
Ooh.
No way.
Soft. Oh, that's on.
No.
What does mine do? That's it? Yours is so much more fun.
Is it eating?
Wait.
Oh, here.
Hit again. You got it. Thank you.
Master, you deposited money. You are awesome.
I think it said you deposited money. You're awesome.
Oh, that's great. That's so encouraging.
You go first.
All right, I'm gonna go. Let's break this bank.
Let's break the bank.
All right, $40. Don't fail me now.
All right. Break the bank. Break the bank. Woo! Go, Ricky. Yes, it broke it.
I think that's a break.
Well, the money came out. Do you get money for the batteries?
Let's see.
See if it still works.
It doesn't work. I broke the bank.
All right, we ready for me?
Ready? Break that bank.
Yeah.
Break that bank.
Watch out, everybody. Here comes the rocket ship.
Let's find out.
Bro, that's
Whoa.
that rocket ship is built of steel.
All right, so do you want to pay another $10 to try again?
Yes.
All right. So maybe try it from a different angle. Maybe.
Oh, no, you know what? It's actually heavier here, so it's just gonna flip it, and so that's why it went to the side.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta do it like this.
Break that bank. That bank does not want to break.
Wow. Can I spend an extra 10 to do it with a hammer? I'm losing all my money, Ricky.
Use the hammer. Use the hammer.
Ready? It's still singing. Aha! Yes, it's still making noise.
So my bank started working again, so I'm gonna pay some more money to try to break it again.
It's a weird-looking little alien. Oh, that was so satisfying. Ooh.
All
So
right.
I get $30. You get 40 back. At the end of the day, how much do you have left?
You don't have to have gobs of money to be generous. You can practice giving even before you have a paycheck or an allowance. You can be generous with your time. Call a grandparent or a family member, be a friend to someone who is lonely, attend birthday parties, and clean up any messes around you. Be a shoulder to cry on and a good listener. You can be generous with your talents. Offer to teach someone a skill you're good at, participate in a community event, use your art skills to draw someone a card, write someone a poem, or assist someone in a goal. Just like it says in 2 Corinthians 9:7, each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. Stop at nothing. Use whatever you've got to help others. Whether it's money or time or talent, decide in your heart what you're going to give and give it with cheer.
So is there like a winner to this challenge?
Money isn't everything.
Well, I mean, there is one thing money can do.
And that's bring out the best of your giving.
Look for people with needs.
Or people sowing seeds.
Don't just be generous with your money.
Be generous with your time and talents as well.
Money can be harmful or helpful.
Invest wisely.
And until next time,
enjoy the ride! So we had a challenge where we tried to guess how much chocolate was worth. What's the most that you've ever paid for chocolate?
$10.
Did you know that chocolate costs more than $10? Check out the video. You won't believe it. You literally won't believe it.
Wait, what was the most expensive one?
Well, you have to watch to find out because it was